Yo, what's up, guys? As you can see in the title, starting today you'll be able to download my scenes that I created especially with you in mind, so you can go ahead, open them up in Cinema itself, and just take a look at them. See how a scene like this might come together. Because over the past few years, I've been having a lot of people ask me, will I ever be creating a Patreon? Well, I never knew what to offer. Never really knew it, but I figured it out because, as well as people asking me if I'll ever start one, I have a lot of people asking me if I could share my Cinema 4D scenes with them so they can take a look at them and learn from it. Well, I think I kind of found a way to make a Patreon that is worthwhile for everyone that wants to know how something like this might come together. So, what you will get is pretty much something like this. A Cinema 4D scene with all its corresponding textures, with some limitations of course, due to this being only for learning purposes, and a Photoshop file, which will look like this, including the Camera Raw XMP, color corrections that I used. You'll get a Photoshop file with everything neatly packed away, divided in groups, different layers, all titled, all neatly packed, so it's really easy to follow as to what is happening and what you're looking at. So you can follow those steps and see how something like this comes together in the end after it being rendered out of the 3D software. Of course, the Cinema 4D file is just as organized, with every material grouped and layered. We got a few in there, but they're all labeled, they're all named to the probably more organized than one would actually work on their own pieces. I do admit some of my pieces inside Cinema look atrocious, but I really wanted to make this easy to follow and nice to look at for you guys that decide to support me, which I appreciated really much. Whichever tier you might pick, there's two available as of now, with the second one being the main attraction, which will give you everything that I just explained. And there might be a third one coming in the future as well. But for now, I need to check the logistics of that and to see if it makes sense, because I do want to make it worthwhile. And as you can see, everything is labeled in layers, which you can look at here. You can disable certain things in the render view. We can disable the volumes, for example, and then we can disable the props on the wall. Most of them, the other ones being grouped in another layer. Also easy. We can get rid of the PC, so you can just dive through the scene and see how I've set things up, see what you might can improve in your stuff, or how you could tackle layering or dividing passes, materials, assigning different textures, where to light, stuff like this. With this only being the first scene, I hope to set a nice precedent, because I do love this scene. I really like it. I like what came of it in the end, being this, and I really do hope that some of you guys find enjoyment and actual helpfulness in this. Yeah, so head on over to patreon.com/carlyfets if you're interested in this in any way, shape, or form. I can't say it enough, but I truly appreciate the support you guys have been giving me over the past few months, years, weeks, days, hours. I love reading your comments, and I aim to publish one piece a month for you guys to look at, dive through. Hopefully more, who knows? But yeah, I hope I can bring something nice to the table, which you guys can dissect, look at, roast, envy, whatever it might be. Just make sure beforehand, some of these scenes might be a bit heavy, this one being at 8.7 million triangles, I think. So maybe disable some stuff before you go ahead and click that render view button. Yeah, so that's it for now. All these specifications you'll find on the Patreon itself, considering the individual pieces starting from now. And once again, thank you very much, and see you guys soon.